Boo, I'm back. I'm ready. We're good to go. Sorry. I need some good free copyright free musics. I never know what will be allowed. You know what? I could use Toby Fox music technically. Because the nice thing about Toby Fox is That man does not copyright shit. He is not evil. Like a certain company known as A24 that I had to fight with all week to get this video up. But the video is up now. Sorry, I'm not fully organized. Okay. Can you all see me? That work? Awesome. Okay. I saw the TV glow drawing time. Oh no, are you messed up? Yeah, probably. I love like tablet. It's so not glitchy. It has never glitched in its entire life. Not once, not one time. This is fun. I love dealing with this. Okay. Is it bad that I've listened to this playlist enough to know exactly which song is coming next? There's sort of just like a collection of the songs from Undertale and Deltarune I like to use in videos. Toby Fox just writes bangers. I don't know what to say. How's the stream looking? Is it loading okay? Is it good? Oh, that's trippy. It's okay. The video is up. It is not claimed. I'm probably in the clear. At the very least, if it stays, like, if they manually claim, I can dispute it. The problem is if they auto-claim before I launch the video gets a bunch of views but zero money during that period of time, and then I win it later on, I still got nothing during the period of time where the majority of people are going to watch the video. And that would be, not good? Yeah, let me know if there's any stuttering. For context, I am streaming on a new computer, which is exciting. Mostly because my old computer was a piece of garbage and it was negatively impacting my ability to work. So I got a little bit of money from inheritance, and I was like, oh, we'll build a new computer so that work doesn't take me a bajillion years to do. As Thea put it, Turb, when Turb saw my editing software and how slow it ran, they put it, it would take me a year to get a single video done working on your system. So, yeah, I needed a new computer. But now I have a good one, which is nice. But it, of course, costs money, so, yeah. But if my computer doesn't work and it's constantly negatively affecting how fast I can work, it's worth it, but it's frustrating that I needed it at all. But it is pretty. Can't really see it very well because it's behind my monitors, but anyway, what was I doing? Okay, I saw the TV glow. We gotta draw a thumbnail. Yippee. So I'm using this screenshot as a basis. It's not gonna be what I end up using. but I just kind of want to get the shapes. So, things I am keeping is the TV, is the body. And that's kind of it. Oh, and put those grippers away. I do need a video. Wildly enough, I need a computer. Oh, someone donated. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't think I was here when that happened, or the notification didn't play. Also, is the music too loud? Wow, I'm disorganized today. Today's been a day. I'm also a little high, full honesty. Not allowed. To be fair, it's legal here. I am in Saskatchewan. It is perfectly acceptable. Aw, Cammy, thank you. Sorry, Win. Thank you, Win. Thank you. That means a lot. It really means a lot. Yeah, I just spent a lot of money on my fucking medications this month. It's so cool how they keep increasing the cost of living for me. I love paying a tax on existing because I'm disabled. It's so reasonable and cool. Yeah. It's fun being a disabled trans person in Saskatchewan. Okay. I love this song. Be a bitch. Sorry, I love this song. But yeah, it's Trans Day of Remembrance. I helped with a stream earlier, where we what am I missing? Man, bar, that's why. Okay. Yeah. Glad to see you, Rena Nerd. Hey, Nightshade! How are you doing? Nightshade was one of the other readers for the Trans Day of Remembrance stream earlier, so... yeah. Good people. I haven't streamed in a while. I'm, like, nervous doing it again. Blue Sky's great. Definitely recommend it. Econ said, yeah, I hate the state corporate. For other reasons, but not least which is a tax of simply existing as a disabled person. No, it really is a tax on existing as a disabled person. And frankly, I also pay a tax on being a trans person. Because I need my hormones. Like, they're not optional. For me. If I don't have them... bad things. So my current idea for oh, I'm glad the Leo. Yeah, yeah, it's just if I go off my HRT, it is very bad for my mental health. And for a lot of other things. So I have to pay for my HRT, which is expensive, and I have to pay for my chronic illness medications, which are expensive. You know, it's just frustrating. It's really frustrating. Yeah. Anyway, my idea for the thumbnail right now is Owen, head in the TV, the glow's coming out, and the glow is primarily forming the letters "There is still time." My tentative essay title for YouTube. This isn't the real title. The real title of the essay is "Don't Apologize, There's Still Time," but that's not a YouTube algorithm title. And "There Is Still Time" is also not a very good YouTube algorithm title. So I'm going with "Everyone's Wrong About I Saw the TV Glow" because it's exaggeratory, but it is technically partly what the video is about. It's not clickbait. I would say that the "everyone" is the only word in that sentence that's a little unfair, because there's plenty of trans people that have written really good stuff about it, some of which I actually cite in the video. Though no one I think has done is, and like it's a lot of like, that's a good paragraph, but no one's done like a big substantial piece, except for Emily St. James, who I quote, who did a really good piece called "The Ending of I Saw the TV Glow is Hopeful If You Want It to Be." And Ruby Seals from Codex Entry did a really good job reading her lines. Yeah. Anyway. I'm trying to figure out like how I do this piece. Style-wise. Their music reminds me of the Mortal Kombat movie theme. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it ain't just the cishettes. It's not just the white people, unfortunately. A lot of people do not understand this film. I'm constantly struggling to be nice to the cis queer people who keep being awful, but like, Jesus fuck, they can't even give us our own art, like, Okay, let's Owen. What do I want to use? Maybe brushy brush. Yeah, brushy brush. Okay. My basic thought right now is to like there are cis people that got it. There's a few. William Bibiani, a friend of mine who's a film critic, got it. Lady Night the Brave watched it with me, got it. It's not to say that no cis person can understand the film on their own. It's that most cis people actively do not want to. This video is a little bit of me being a little fed up with the way that cis people have been made. You would think that the cis queer people could do it. The thing is that the cis queer people like to take trans art and then pretend like it's not about being trans, which is frustrating. It's a nice way of saying it. I would say, like, go in understanding that it's not a traditional horror film. There is, I think, literally one jump scare, and it's not even an actual jump scare. It's inside of a scene from the show that they're watching. I saw the TV Glow fucks with you less in a traditional horror sense and far more in a cognitive, psychological way. It explores a lot of discomfort. It explores a lot of difficult emotions, but I wouldn't say that it's really horror in any meaningful way. I mean, even Jane Schoenbrun's like, I mean, you could call it horror, I guess, but so like, if the creator of the film is also kind of unsure about it being classified as that, I think you're okay. I just, go in understanding that it's a film about some, like, really heavy shit, so. I wouldn't even say it's social horror. How do you explain what it does? Again, it's a lot more about digging into your, like, I would say it's trans horror for sure. I think it's specifically horrifying on the lines of, like, what if you never transitioned? What if you just stayed in the closet and you took the blue pill instead of the red pill and you just stayed there forever miserable and dying slowly as you choke out? Something like that. Yeah, like go in, understand it's a heavy film, but like I wouldn't say like don't let the horror parts scare you off, but do understand that you're signing up for a pretty heavy experience. It's a very dreamlike experience, definitely. I think that's a good way of putting it. Ooh, that's good, Jennifer Starbrush. Jennifer said, I think the best way to describe it is an intense queer character study with some elements of horror for those who experience the pain the most. Definitely. I think that's the best way to describe it. And it's dreamlike. Yeah. Anyway, why isn't my film? I think this will be interesting. I got this right. You need to like darken this entire layer though. Time for a little Googling. Anyway, is there any topics that y'all want to talk about, or you want me to talk about? Yeah. Feel the same, but with Saskatchewan. To be honest, Random Nerd, it might be overly relatable to where you're at right now. For me, it's relating to my past. For you, it might be more related to your present, if you watch it. Yeah. What was I saying? You have a distinct approach to painting. Yeah, well, like what I'm doing right now is probably not traditional. Thanks, Jennifer. Hey, Lewis. Oh, I want to like Remedy. I can't. I don't think they're bad designers. I know it's an unpopular opinion, so I think it's probably an issue with me, but I just cannot click with their games. I really wish I could. A lot of times I find with Remedy, it's like the idea is more interesting than the execution. Have I played Alan Wake 2? I haven't. I do want to, but it's expensive. But I'll probably get around to it eventually. I want to enjoy them. I don't know. I just bounce off them every time I tried them. I tried Alan Wake, I've tried Control. The only game that really interested me was mostly on a mechanical level, which was Max Payne 1. But to be honest, the best game in that franchise isn't even made by Remedy. It's made by a studio I have more disdain for, Rocksteady. I'm not a big fan of the Red Dead series or... or GTA. GTA is terrible driving. Like, kind of impressively bad. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't click with Remedy's stuff. It's like it was tailor-made for me, and yet for whatever reason I just don't. I don't know. That said, like, I don't hate the narratives or anything. I'm just like too annoyed at the gameplay to get to the narratives enough, I guess. Oh, interesting. Max Payne 3's writing is really interesting as a work of art about a very traumatized man who is not handling any of his issues, like, even slightly. He's just fully not handling any of it well. And there's a real tragedy to even its system of using, like, painkillers to... They just really capture this feel of Max's is out of place, out of time. That said, my one big criticism of Max Payne 3 is that I think it really dehumanizes the residents of its primary locations a lot. Which is unfortunate, because it's set in... I think it's Brazil, if I remember correctly? Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look good. But I need to, like, darken. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna Google, and then I got distracted. Darken layer. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised you have that opinion, Leo. Like, it's one of those things where I can enjoy this element of the art, and I can have my issues with this other element of the art, and I think it really comes down to a lot of unexamined biases within the developers and a lack of desire to be, you know, considerate, understanding, or, you know, even inquisitive about marginalized groups or other places and cultures, which is kind of a general issue with the entire studio, in my opinion. Rocksteady is generally disinterested in engaging with the cultures outside of the predominantly white American perspectives that they create from. Yeah, it's annoying. Just making sure that this thing's running properly. No! We're okay. We're fine. It's not damaged. We're okay. Oh, I bet. No, it's like bare minimum shit. And I think it comes down to this. They sat there and they said, we want to make Max Payne be a person fundamentally outside of the place that he belongs to as a character. And when you do that and you don't examine your fucking biases, what you do is you go, what's the other? Yikes, right? And so, like, this is also why we sometimes get, I would say, like, queer-coded villains that are queer-coded by accident because the person just took a bunch of traits that they think of as other, and those traits happen to be queer traits. Like, I think it's a consistent problem with privileged writers when they approach these types of things is just not going like, perhaps I, as a person from this area that doesn't know shit about the people in this area, should shut the fuck up. And maybe go talk to some of them. I don't know why I sound like Heimerdinger. That is a blender. That's why it's not doing anything. No. Remedy actually hired a sensitivity reader for Alan Wake 2, so they had like many social issues very well done. It's not that hard. Like, that's the fucking solution. And yet every single time these companies act like it's a big deal. Not every time, but just a lot of the time. Enough of the time that it annoys me. Okay, there. Have a layer. So annoying. I'll figure this out. Maybe I just need an adjustment layer. There we go. That's looking about correct. Okay. They should hire you. Okay, awesome. That's progress. Slow but occurring. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, Alice. That makes total sense. There's a lot of really good furry artists out there. I'm not really doing traditional drawing. I'm not even freehanding, right? But I don't really feel that bad because most YouTube thumbnails are literally just like copy pasted stuff and Photoshop, so it's a little bit more effort anyway. Yeah, that looks good. That's coming along.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Miranda.
How
How
are
are you
you?
doing? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
Yay.
Okay, sweet. How are you?
Having a great time.
Oh,
Because I am drawing this and it's going to turn out good.
yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the design so far. I just ate an entire pizza and had to lie down.
Nice. And that was good.
Yeah, I mean it's I mean you already know this, but like I got I only bought one pizza, but they gave me two pizzas. So now I have a whole extra large pizza like in my fridge.
That's fun. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then
Oh yeah.
back up there. Add a little bit. One more layer above it. Ah! Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate the Prime subscription. That's very nice of you. I was so in the moment of the drawing.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh my god. That reminds me once I was doing this is like a while ago. So I was doing a stream and like no one like this is when my channel was way smaller than it already is. And my channel is still small, but I was doing a stream and I'm just like used to like streaming with like no one watching.
Yeah.
So and I was playing this RPG and I was just like deep in the tank, like thinking about my turn, about like what I was gonna do. And I got I got a YouTube notification that I didn't even realize was enabled on my OBS.
Yeah.
And it was so loud, like because this is a setting I didn't even realize like was there. So like it was on max volume, and it scared the living shit out of me.
That's kind of funny. Okay, I figured out what I did wrong. I need to incorporate the back into the shape of the light a little bit more. Oh my god. There, that looks like it's really... It's okay, I'm just jumpy because I'm I don't know.
Yeah, you're jumpy. It's fine. No further explanation needed. I'm jumpy. It's just how people are sometimes. Like I'll like audibly
yeah, his head's just like
yell.
fully in there.
Like
okay.
If the temperature changes in my apartment and the wood starts to creak, like I will yell. That's how jumpy I am.
I think this looks pretty good so far.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, I think once I add in the text, I think I need to have the glow layer go out a little further. But that's a-okay.
Actually, I just had a conversation about I saw the TV Glow with one of my best friends. I told him to watch it like months ago, and he finally got around to watching it. And it's like it's interesting to get his takes because like we share a lot of the same like media consumption, but he's also like cisgender. He's
Yeah.
queer, but he's cisgender. So we had like a long talk about like various things that like he liked and didn't like as much, and like we want to get my takes on certain things. So yeah. So oh my god, I'm like blanking on like character names right now. Maddie, that's her name. Yeah. So he was like trying to figure out if like Maddie's story was also a trans allegory. It was like, I don't know, like maybe you have a different perspective on this, but
Maddie's obviously trans. That's like exceptionally obvious. It's explicit to the narrative. Like for Owen to be trans, Maddie also has to be trans inherently to the metaphor.
See, that's not obvious to me.
I mean,
because I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's just like I needed a little help to see it.
Basically, the easiest way to explain it is this: Maddie comes out as Tara, right? Has a different gender expression, different name, explicitly tells Owen off for dead naming them, and also is trying to get Owen to come out in the same way that they came out, right? Like, I'm not sure how you couldn't read Maddie as trans. I need way more explanation on that than anything.
Yeah. It's because like I saw it as like her just like embracing her queerness, because like she had a femme presentation at the start and was still kind of like a butch femme by the end. So I don't know. Maybe I
wouldn't call them a butch femme. I'd just call them butch. Also, I'd like to point out that the actor playing them is non-binary, right?
Yes, that I was aware of.
Yeah. So I do think that that's very purposeful. Also, the actor playing them repeatedly in the the commentary track for the Blu-ray is the director and Bridget Lundy Payne. Bridget Lundy Payne, who plays Maddie Tara. And Bridget Lundy Payne constantly, for the entire thing, is making jokes about taking testosterone, making jokes about Tara being trans. Like,
oh, okay.
It's the explicit intention, but it's also very much in the text. Like, down to Maddie literally... Well, Tara at one point saying, like, I told you that's not my name, when Owen keeps using Maddie. Like, it's... Yeah. I would say, personally, I read Tara Maddie as having a very similar transness and gender to, like, my girlfriend, who is a lesbian, but is butch, and is non-binary, and is trans. And, yeah, like, I would say they're very similar.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm very surprised that you had the other reading. That's fascinating.
Yeah. I guess because I don't know, like I'm not non-binary, so it's like that's not my lived experience. So, like I'm not trying to make excuses for myself, but like it's like I said, it wasn't obvious to me, and I think it's not going to be obvious to a lot of people. But like, oh yeah, I mean, if I watch with a commentary track, it's like, well, yeah, no shit, but. It's
no, but I mean it was no shit when we watched the movie too, so I don't know. I haven't heard anyone that hasn't. I mean, even like the most popular memes about the film is like radiating trans joy in the grocery store, and it's a screenshot of Tara in the grocery store. So
yeah, well, it's like I guess like I really haven't participated at all in like the discussion of the film. Like, I've not read any reviews or interviews or anything like that. It's purely, like, my own viewing experience, plus, like, conversations I've had with my friends, and that's it. I mean, this is why I'm very much looking forward to watching your videos, so I can, get more out of it. Another thing that came up in our conversation is like, like the Pink Opaque, like the show itself. He was telling me that it being like as bad as it was, like took him out of it.
But it's based on dialogue from Buffy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's like, dude,
that's the
like,
point.
That's how those shows were.
Like it's trying to be one of those shows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's also like there's a difference between the Pink Opaque as the two characters remember it versus how it actually was. So like when they're watching it on the Netflix or whatever, and it's just like the show's completely different.
There's a couple of different ways to read that. One is just like the encroaching power of Mr. Melancholy and more of a metaphorical thing. But two, I think it's really more about like for Owen, they've, you know, killed off the part of themselves that connected to.
Right.
And so they can't see any of the beautiful parts of it anymore because they can't understand themselves.
Yeah.
That's nice conceptually, I think, but I'm gonna have to redo it. I gotta tighten up the letters. I gotta make sure that the last E on the bottom on time isn't too close to the thing. Ah, fuck, I'm probably just gonna have to move the entire set. Ain't I? Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, the bottom line is a bit crowded.
Yeah. Like it's, I mean, the fire from Are You Afraid of the Dark is literally what Owen goes and sits at. Like it's so
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
G2. Oh, that's why it looks weird. I should put it on this layer.
I should really watch the movie again. But it's just like, ooh.
It's a tough one to rewatch.
I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can right now. For what's worth, my friend really did like the movie like a lot.
It's good.
But and yeah, like it basically, like I told him it was a trans story, so like yeah, he kind of had that knowledge going in, although like knew almost nothing else about it.
Yeah. No, it's. I think that's a good way to prep people.
Yeah.
I think a lot of cis people need that prompting, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like, you know, my friend's typically pretty good with trans stuff. You know, as much as a cis person can be. But yeah, I mean, he was like the second person that came out too, so. And like, you know, he's someone that like, you know, works and like has worked at for Pride and stuff, so like he is very connected to the, you know, trans community. He's just, you know, he's not trans himself, so. Oh, Ninetail. So, oh boy, I have a wonderful segue for you, because Ninetail in chat is talking about the Ice Cream Man monster. Um, there's a real movie called The Ice Cream Man, starring Clint Howard. And I watched it. I watched the whole thing, and that movie is absolutely wild. Just so many strange decisions in that film. Clint Howard single-handedly carries it because, of course, he does.
Who's Clint Howard again?
He's Ron Howard's brother. So he's been a character actor for like forever. Like he was actually like former child actor. Like he was in Star Trek: The Original Series. He also plays a Ferengi at some point in Star Trek.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, like if I showed you a picture of him, you'd be like, "Oh, that guy," because I guarantee you've seen him in like a million things.
So I'm gonna keep doing this until I like how it looks. Was I gonna add a?
I will find a picture for you.
Nice even. There we go.
Here, I'll put it in the Discord. Yeah, the
ice that there is looks much better this time.
Oh yeah. God, that movie! I can't stop thinking about it. Like, it's so weird.
No, it sticks with you. It really does.
No, I'm talking about the Ice Cream Man movie starring Clint Howard.
Oh.
I can't stop thinking because it's so weird. Like, the premise is like Clint Howard is an ice cream man who was abused as a child and put in an asylum as a child.
Yikes.
And the movie is extremely sanist.
I'm not surprised. It's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie from the 90s. So the movie hates the mentally ill. It hates children, and I'm pretty sure it hates ice cream.
It hates ice cream.
Like, that movie makes ice cream look gross. In fact, so like on purpose, but even like the normal ice cream parts also look gross because there's the gross ice cream. So like he goes around selling ice cream that has like blood and various body parts and eyeballs and shit in it.
Yeah.
But there's also the normal ice cream, but that also looks disgusting. So he goes around like just selling this like tainted ice cream people and then killing people and then putting their remains into the ice cream.
I've seen that guy before. Okay. Sorry, I hadn't had a chance to look until now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And there's these like group of kids that are like trying to prove that he's behind all these murders, and like of course the adults don't believe him. Oh yeah, the movie also hates fat people.
Oh good, because we haven't hit the trifectas of a bajillion fucking bigotries already. We gotta throw in some extra.
Yeah, because one of the kids, the main kid, wears a fat suit for the entire movie, just so we can have a scene at the very end where he lost all the weight because he stopped eating ice cream.
No. Oh my god, that's so awful. I shit you not. No, I believe you. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yes. I know, right? It's just like, it's such an awful, awful film, but it's fascinating.
What a weird film.
I know.
What are you even thinking? Okay, and now I need to go in and just...
I'm probably going to make a video about it at some point, because it's just like, I need people to know about the Ice Cream Man. It also stars Star Trek alum David Warner as one of the parents.
Fun.
Yeah, he's one of the parents, and he's also a,
Oh, what? You cut out there.
he's a pastor. He's a priest. He's a priest guy.
Of course he is.
Yes, of course he is. And it just, oh wow, the flashback scenes to like when Clint Howard was in the asylum have to be seen to be believed. It's just like, take someone who's like hates mentally ill people to like an absurd comical level, and then let them make a movie. And it also has the green goop from Reanimator. Because they inject the green goo into his skull. That's what makes him like that. Oh my god, I can't.
There we go. That's looking good.
Hey! Nice.
And now to add just some light, like really subtle shading of all the background items, like the TV shape, the couch, and the walls, and then add a little edge highlight to each of them, and then I'm done.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just going to suggest like having some sort of like shadow or like effect to the letters just to make them pop a bit more, but it sounds like you already have that covered.
Yeah, and I'll do a last filter to try to make all the colors on it pop a little bit more, and then I'll be good. And then I'll probably bug my girlfriend to use his art skills to tell me how to filter it to make it look even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a decent digital artist. Pen's amazing. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Everyone should follow him.
Yeah. I'm following him on social media and on YouTube.
That's the account name for the art. Go follow them on the YouTube and the Tumblr and the Blue Sky, and then share their art, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, we support artists that we like. I can't wait to meet him, because at some point I'm gonna go out there to where you live, and for a visit, and I wanna meet all your family and friends.
Sounds good.
And Killian, I wanna get.
He is a baby.
Cat kisses from, yes, and give him scritches under his chin.
He's a flump. He is le Monsieur Flump.
He is Monsieur Khajiit. Khajiit has wares.
No, he's just a little flumpy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has some speed draws on YouTube. So you can see more of his process, which is very different from mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched a couple of them. Any sort of like art, like drawing art, like that sort of like that specific kind of art it always just seems like sorcery to me, because it's just like it's so far out of my skill set that like I don't even understand what's happening. It's like somehow it's like you did a bunch of things with your mouse, and all of a sudden there's a piece of art there. Like, how'd you do that?
There you go.
You know, everyone
still
has
time.
their own medium. Yeah.
Alright. The big thing is, like, this thumbnail reads so well even at that tiny of a range.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. Because
you are doing great.
Yeah, so now I just need to... I'm gonna hide the drawing for now. Where are you? There you are. Okay, what I'm gonna do actually is lasso. Boop. Why can't I alter you? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. And then grab a kind of bluish. Actually, make it slightly. Off the wood. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I found this movie on Tubi. Tubi is one of the better streaming services that I use. Because
Yeah.
it's a treasure trove of old bad movies and some good movies, but a lot of bad ones. And whenever I'm feeling down or whenever I'm feeling tired and I just want something low effort to put on the screen, I scroll through Tubi, and that's how I found Ice Cream Man. It's also how I found Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and I turned that into a
Into a what? Sorry, your voice cut out there again.
Oh yeah, it's also how I found Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and I turned that one into a video as well.
Amazing. Okay.
And my Godzilla video is probably my funniest video that I've made. I get pretty unhinged during it because that movie is unhinged. Like, my elevator pitch for that is like, I watched that movie on a New Year's Eve where I was by myself and was having a depressive episode, and I was so confused by what was happening on the screen that I had to look it up the next day to make sure what I watched was a real movie.
Amazing.
It's just like,
Yeah, like,
when
did
I
that
was
actually
when I was
happen?
yeah, it's like, was that like, cause I don't know, I have like really intense dreams. Like, this even happened to me this morning where like a good like hour after I wake up, I have a hard time figuring out what's real and what's the dream.
Derealization, baby. I know it too well.
Yes. So I had that with Godzilla. It's like, did I watch? Was that a real movie? And it was a real movie. And when I was developing the video for it, I did a few like informal polls asking people, who do you think built Mechagodzilla and why? And most of the answers I got was, oh, it was, built by the Americans to take on Godzilla, or some other government power. No, not even close. Not even close. Mechagodzilla was created by Moon Men in order to take over the world.
What?
Yes. It was created by aliens, not just any aliens. They're from the third planet orbiting a black hole or something, and they turned into Planet of the Apes. They're Planet of the Apes aliens.
Okay.
Do you now see why I had a hard time believing this is a real movie?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
all I gotta say, if that doesn't sell you on watching my video, nothing. Well,
That's a choice. I mean, that's definitely a thing you could do. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, there's it's created by Planet of the Apes aliens.
Well, it's better than what if the Hollow Earth was real and Donkey and King Kong and Godzilla had to fight about it?
Yes. Oh my god! I watched a couple of the more recent King Kong and Godzilla movies recently.
Nice.
I watched Kong Skull Island, that was a delightful film. It was so much fun. Mostly because of John C. Reilly. So yeah, that's a movie I recommend. And I also watched Godzilla -1, which was fantastic.
I've heard that
It's
one's
the first
really good. I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, it's not that I'm a Godzilla expert. I've only seen like a short list of Godzilla films, but usually Godzilla movies, the human characters are like whatever. It's just you can't have Godzilla on the screen all the time, so you have to have a lot of boring human shit. But the human element of Godzilla -1 is the best part of the movie.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, like it's actual, really strong emotional and character beats. Oh my god. Chad is loving the moon, man.
It's so weird.
Oh my god. This is like post-event, very tired food coma Miranda, so I'm more unhinged than usual.
Yeah.
Earlier today you got professional, serious Miranda. Now it's silly, unhinged, tired Miranda.
Understandable.
Yeah, Jennifer, watch Kong Skull Island. It's good. It's really good. Oh yeah, I heard there's a new Dune TV show.
Mm-hmm. Jesse and I watched the first episode together.
Oh, nice. Did you like it?
I'm intrigued to see where it will go. So it's pulling a lot from Herbert's Sons series on the early stuff.
That's kind of I'm just like, I don't know.
And the thing is that I'm of the opinion that the best time to adapt things is when they have good ideas and bad execution.
Mm.
And from what I know about Frank Herbert's Sons books,
yes,
that's the definition of good ideas with bad execution.
Oh,
according to like every major Dune fan I've ever talked to.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's just like that era of the Dune universe is not that interesting to me. And I don't know, we'll see. I might binge it when it's all done.
I'm curious to see where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
If they stick I'll say this on a visual level, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Oh, I'm sure.
Way above the visuals you'd expect from a TV show. It's really quite gorgeous. And there's some interesting dynamics going on with the characters, and I'm curious to see where the themes and stuff go. Yeah. It's yeah. It's frustrating to not know if it's going to be any good, though.
That's kind of why I want to wait.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to really commit to this.
Yeah.
Because I'm excited and I'm interested and you've got me hooked, but, like, it could all turn to not.
I've been hurt before.
I've been hurt before.
I feel like people expect me to watch it because, like, I'm the Dune girl. But like, I don't like Brian Herbert. We'll see. I don't know. I'll give it. I'll wait till the show's like done, and then. Plus, I got other shit to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll be like House again, where they make a prequel series that's actually good.
That's the thing. I'm like, it is HBO. They have shown they can do a prequel series well.
Yeah?
Maybe.
I'll tell you what, if they cast Abigail Thorne in season 2, I'll watch it.
You're so right for that. Okay. This will be interesting. This will be kind of inverting. Saying I'll be kind of inverting the dark areas to light areas to get this effect because I want the foreground items cancel, not the. Like I want the shape of the TV, but I want to achieve it through it being foreground and instead of it being pitch black and background, which is the opposite of the original image.
Yeah.
But should achieve the effect I'm going for. No, it's not. Go. Slowly making progress. ASAP. Go. I just want to evoke the shape of the background. Yeah, you see that? It's an evoked shape instead of. I'm being clever. Yippee. Let's get a little bit of variation. Background area. Progressively brighter edge highlights up to the front.
We have a pen in chat.
Hey! Hi, Pen. Love you. One sec. I'll show you what. Actually, I'll finish this last little step, and then I'll show you what it's looking like.
Oh, excuse me.
Into the edge. Thank you so much for subscribing. There, you can see like the evocation of the room in the background, but it's not overpowering or anything. How's your day going? How's classes? I think I'm basically done. Actually, Pen, do you think I should try some of those filter tricks you were trying to show me last time? I can also check in. Yay! I'm glad that you like it.
Oh my god.
Oh, that feels good. Because now
I absolutely love when you talk to or about Pen. It's like your whole body lights up. It's really adorable, and I love it.
I asked the classes that I attended. It's okay. I didn't attend most of my lectures, usually because of my chronic illness. I genuinely wouldn't have passed my degree if friends of mine hadn't helped me. And I did other stuff to help them in kind. Because, yeah, different skill sets. I'm a good teacher and coach and stuff, so I often helped a lot when people didn't understand stuff. And then they would just get me the information in the first place. And this was a good... Yeah, and they also helped me a lot whenever I was unsure, didn't know things. So, genuinely, like, one of the most important things I found through my degree was just, like, making friends with other people in your classes, and which is hard to do, but if you just try to hang out with the other weirdos, you can have a better time. Because most people at university are kind of little freak weirdos. So...
Yeah, they're all people who, like, upon finishing high school... More, please, and I'd like to pay for it. But yeah, no, that's I definitely the trading of favors definitely got me through probably most of undergrad and maybe some grad school,
Yeah.
because like there was definitely like some times where I'm just like, look fellas, I am not gonna have time to work on this group project. You're gonna have to do it all without me.
No, there's times where you
but
just yeah.
But I was able to do that because I would more than pulled my weight.
We've
in
got our
other group
first pen
projects,
calling
right?
me gay and shit. It's deserved. I deserve it. I am supremely gay.
Yes.
Everyone wishes they were as gay as me. And if they don't, they should.
Well, fuck them. Got her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I was also a freak weirdo. I went to school and then dropped out and then went back to school, and it's like, you know what? I want more. And then I did a master's degree. But I wasn't enough of a freak to do a PhD. Because everyone I know that has a PhD is miserable, and they all say don't do a PhD.
I'm just, now that I have the thumbnail up, I can schedule the premiere. It's exciting.
Nice.
So I'm just quickly setting up the things that I need in the description.
You're gonna premiere it on Friday?
Yeah, that's my plan.
I will try to be around for it.
All good if you're busy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Well, depending on what time it is, I might be busy, but it's more like, will I have the spoons to watch? Because I'm really hoping I can watch the video tomorrow, like the Patreon version. Because I would like to watch it before the actual premiere.
Yeah. No, yeah. I like to, like, there's a couple of small things that I like more about the YouTube release, just because you catch errors. And
for sure.
Some of the hyperactive editing resulted in some better cuts in a few spots where I'm like, oh, that actually adds some extra meaning, and that's kind of clever. That was smart of me, yay. But the music changes that I had to make and the speeding up of a lot of the quotes from the film so that they're like 1.25, 1.5 times speed does make the YouTube release, I think, the lesser one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm happy with both. And
yeah,
you're not gonna have a bad time if you watch both, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know if I'll have the spoons to watch it twice in
I don't.
quick succession.
I don't know if anyone should do
I might
that. I did it, and I keep sobbing during it.
It's like. Excuse me.
Yeah, before I schedule it, I want to make sure that all of the people that are voicing quotes, including Miranda, are credited. So that would have been a bad typo. I almost misspelled it as Ted Chang as Ted Change. Not the same thing. One's a famous author, and the other is well known for having pocket change, I guess. I feel so bad for one of the people that read quotes. My friend Haley, because her throat was like really messed up, like super hoarse. It worked out fine for the character, thankfully, but I felt so bad. I was like, oh no. Please rest.
Aww.
Hope you feel better soon. Yeah. I hope she's doing good.
Yeah.
Also, watch her videos. Sulmatul on YouTube. Sulmatul. Oh, fuck. Things... There's always, like, so much stuff to do during the week of a release that you always forget about. Like, oh yeah, I need to double check that the subtitles are okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to get all of this content warnings so I can put them in the description. Oh yeah, it's just like, bah, it's annoying. I also need to get the timestamps for the chapters in there.
Yeah, whenever I do voiceovers, I always do like a bunch of like very different takes, and I'm always curious to see which one ends up making the video. It's also one of the reasons I always ask for direction. 'Cause, oh boy, I can get very, very different vibes to the exact same quote.
No, good performances.
Yeah. Like the recording I did for the queer internet video that you and Jesse did.
Yeah.
I asked Jesse, so like, what direction do you have? It's like, oh, just be enthusiastic. So I'm like, all right, I will give you 3 different varying levels of enthusiasm. Ranging from mildly enthusiastic to over the top enthusiastic.
New messages.
I also like, so with that particular video, I find the part that I played very, very funny, because I played the director of I Saw the TV Glow, Jane Schoenbrunn, and I recorded that before watching the movie.
Wait, for which video?
For the queer internet video.
Oh yeah, sorry, that one was a while ago. Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's just kind of funny because then I had Jesse play show and run in this video. so now you have to do a video, and then I'll play Jane show and run in that video. Well, and we'll have completed the circle.
As discussed earlier, my I Saw the TV Glow video is actually going to be an Ice Cream Man video, which is actually going to be a... So I don't know if I'll have any. I don't know. I haven't written the script for it yet, so it's and I may not get to it for a while because I want to get started on my Legends of Tomorrow script first.
Yeah.
But
okay. Yeah. Friday. Noon. Okay, maybe 1 my time so that I can make sure I'm actually awake. Okay. Set up premiere. We're going. Which one's the cinematic? Okay. Chat, you get to be a part of setting up the video premiere for a second. Ha I don't know what that voice was. So I was thinking maybe the sci-fi one.
Yeah.
Which is... No one can hear you right now. Sorry, Miranda. It's so loud.
Oh, or that's fine.
Or maybe...
I can't hear a goddamn thing.
No, not contemporary. Cinematic kind of works. Funky. You know, I think sci-fi is the best option, and I think we're gonna put that countdown at 3 minutes. Not too long, but not too short.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm gonna schedule it.
Let's go!
Go click the button thing that'll notify you when this video is up. Yippee! I have it ready.
I probably won't be able to make it because I have my electrolysis appointment around that time. But I'll try to pop in at the start. I so cannot wait to be done with my electrolysis treatments.
I bet.
Not that I don't enjoy them, and I very much like my electrologist, and she works out of her home, so I get to hang out with her dogs.
Nice.
But it's also I'm spending $500 a month on it, so I would like that money to stay in my account and
That's a lot of
be
money.
spent on other things.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I've been spending that amount of money for 4 years.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why is
So
my
it's
area...
whenever like
1 second, I need to fix my camera. Especially because it paused in such an awkward looking frame. Of course it did. No.
Stop.
Stop it.
Yeah. So it's just like whenever some like cis person is like, oh yeah, we get free healthcare. It's like, I'm like, motherfucker, I've spent literal tens of thousands of
You
dollars
get
on
free
my
healthcare if
Yes.
you're rich enough
Yes.
and white enough and able enough to not really need healthcare. So
they're just like, oh, that's not covered. Like, no, motherfucker, it ain't covered. I gotta pay out of pocket for this.
my hormones
Like,
aren't covered. Most medications aren't covered. Like Canada doesn't have a pharmacy. Like,
yeah.
So if
like,
you are disabled like I am and you need constant medication like I do, you know, I spend over $300 on my medications this month. If I don't take them, I die.
Which is why you all, if you are enjoying the stream, if you like Aeronox content, you should donate some money.
That would
There's
be cool.
the link in the description. You can donate through Ko-Fi. You can also sign up for the Patreon.
Okay. Now, Steam to Celeste.
Yeah, but it's just like, even if you're like not under all those categories, I mean, like, so like I'm a public servant. I have pretty good health benefits and I make really good money. And I'm still like, I shit you not, this is not an exaggeration. If I wasn't trans, I would own a house by now. And like right now I live like a broke ass student because I have to spend so much of my money on transition.
Which is absurd.
Yeah. But luckily, some good news. One of the things I am covered for is gender affirming surgeries. And I'm getting my first one soon.
Hey, congrats.
Soon TM. I have to do some blood work, I think, but in order to schedule my date, but I will be getting a hair transplant. So yeah, it's my first of 2 planned gender affirming surgeries. Oh yeah, the mental health care, that's another component that I spend a lot of money on.
Oh yeah, no, we don't have free mental health care, and to be honest, Canada needs free mental health care.
Yeah?
We have a lot of problems in this country are coming out of
living in this country is enough to give anyone depression. Have you experienced the Canadian winter?
I have. Okay, Celeste is launching. We did the drawing. Now it's Celeste time.
Yes, now it's platformer that hates you time.
What do you mean? Celeste loves you.
No. I had This game broke me. It broke me. Actually, like I actually have a Celeste video where like I just had a full-on breakdown. I think I got to like the second chapter, maybe the third. But it's just the game is just like I know it has accessibility options, and I should really like give it another try with like the playing on easy mode. But I was just playing on like normal mode, and like I just like after like an hour of playing, like my hands hurt, I'm stressed out, I'm having a bad time.
All right, Celeste, good to go. Man, what the fuck was I on when I was playing this one? Oh, that was the assist mode when I was taking... I was like, 0 deaths. How did I pull that off? I didn't. That was when I was playing with the assist mode to take video for the video on difficulty settings. No, go ahead now. If you comment on videos before they premiere, it still helps them in the algorithms. Oh, go ahead. Just breathe. Why are you so nervous? Yeah, like the game is partially designed for people who love like speed running and all that stuff. But it's also designed that if you're not that type of person, you don't have to do that stuff. You can just set on the assist mode.
Oh. Yeah, I think a big part of it for me is just like with very, very, very rare exceptions, I just don't like platformers.
Very fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's like I love the visual presentation, I love the music, like I think this is a very well made game. It's just not for me, I don't think.
Fair. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died.
Oh.
If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. Suit yourself. But you should know Celeste Mountain's a strange place, dearie. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. You should seek help, lady. No, it's not evil. It's silly.
I mean, I just read old people laughing at kids evil. It's just call me ageist if you want. Things you ain't ready to see.
Well, those are things you ain't ready to see.
At first, I didn't realize you were reading dialogue. I thought, like, it's like my driveway. What are you talking about?
No, I'm reading dialogue as I go.
No. I figured it out almost immediately, but again, I'm very tired. My brain not working. My brain not working so good.
That's death number 1.
Oh.
It will not be the last. Dark Souls, prepare to die. Try Celeste, prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
Oh, I forgot how weird that moment
Fucking Dark Souls. That's speaking of games that aren't for me.
I love Dark Souls so much.
I
hate its
understand
community.
the appeal. I understand the appeal. It's just, it's not for me. Like, I tried to play the first Dark Souls on 2 separate occasions. Could not get past, like, the starting area. And then I got a free copy of Elden Ring, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. I heard this is, like, easier than the other ones. And, like, I got further in Elden Ring than I did in Dark Souls. You know, I was making some progress, but I was not having fun at all. I didn't like the person I was when I was playing Elden Ring, because I was really angry all the time.
Yeah, that's not the experience you want to be having.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's a beautiful game. Like, I like watching people play these games. I get really super duper frustrated when I play them.
Is that straw? Did I not get that strawberry? Did it go well?
Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I don't know, Soulsborne games, they're really super frustrating to play when you're bad at them. And I'm pretty bad at them.
Yippee! 6 strawberries so far. Very fair. Like, I don't think Dark Souls is for everybody. Nor do I think it's trying to be for everybody, which is its own problem. But I think art doesn't necessarily need to be made in such a way that everybody can experience it.
Yeah.
Yay, my
like
favorite dialogue. Favorite dialogue. Or some of my favorite dialogue. Anytime I get to chat with him. Oh there, fellow traveler.
Oh, this guy, yes. I remember this guy.
Oh, hi. What a killer night for a hike. Hey, bud? Pretty sure they're Canadian, so... I guess so.
Are you making fun of me?
The place is so crazy. I kind of can't believe it exists.
Easy.
Not the easiest climb, is it? But I guess that's what I was looking for. Whoa, that sounds pretty serious. I'm just happy to see another human in such a lonely place. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far-off land. Not much of a talker, are you? Mysterious lone wolf type, I get it. Just imagine some dark backstory for you. Hey, sorry, I'm Madeline. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, Madeline, I'd say you come to the right place. Freezing my toes off, but I can't imagine a better place to be for some quiet reflection. Yeah, maybe you're right. What far-off land do you hail from? Oh well, my inquisitive compatriot, I doth hail from the mystical exotic kingdom of Seattle. I forgot that he's the American. I got it backwards. Sounds like a special place. This place is wild. Why would an entire city be abandoned? I read that some mega corporation started building it, but then no one wanted to live there. I wonder why. My money's on a government cover-up. What a waste to build all this for no reason. At least we get to enjoy the leftovers. Are you here to explore this city? Yeah, I have a thing for abandoned places. And I like to think of myself as a budding photographer. Oh, really? Cool. Do you have a blog or something? A blog? Oh, Madeline. Everyone uses Instapics now. I'm Theo Understars. Look me up.
We're all on the blue sky now.
We're all on the blue sky now, bud. You gotta catch up. We're on the ding dong. We're on the blinkety blink. I like how all these, like, all of the apps have just, like, really, really dumb names. I shouldn't use the word dumb. Let's say silly. Yeah. Absurd names. Yes. Absurd names. Just really absurd names. It's truly. You gotta get on Stinks.
Yep. You gotta get on the new app. It's called...
If you aren't blibbly blopping it up, then what are you even doing? Train's pretty tricky. You turning back soon? Nope. I'm headed for the summit. I can really see the determination in your eye. It's inspiring. If you say so. I bet you can make it to the summit too. Maybe. I don't really care about reaching the top, to be honest. Oh, but I heard there are some legit old ruins up beyond the city. I know people... This accent I'm doing is just like certain people I know here in Saskatchewan. Like 1800s legit.
Yeah.
Just doing an impression of my friend growing up. I know it's risky, but I have to see them for myself.
Whenever Canadians are like, oh, we don't have accents, I'm like, you absolutely do.
What's that thing you say right before you do something irresponsible? Throw caution to the wind? No, that's not it. Oh, right. YOLO! Remind me, this game was made in like 2016. That was a timely joke.
Oh, how I long for the carefree days of
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were only going through this the first time.
Yeah. I mean, pre-November 2016, to be precise. I forget who I was talking about this with, but it's just like, I'm old enough now that I have lived through multiple once-in-a-lifetime events.
Here's the weird thing about being in Gen Z is that, like, for amount of years lived, we have, like, the most unprecedented events experienced. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just like, I have all of those. Plus, I remember the Cold War. I remember when we were afraid of the Soviets coming to bomb us. I vividly remember when the Berlin Wall fell. So it's just like, it's that plus everything after. And it's just like, oh, okay. Because for the Gen Zers, it's like, oh, 9/11 is something that happened when you were little kids. I was working at a company when 9/11 happened. A company that had its servers in the World Trade Center. So that was not a fun day at work. That company went bankrupt a few weeks later.
I'm not surprised. Oh, that's not the way you're supposed to do it.
Oh.
I'm just too skilled. I deserved that. That was karma. That was self-inflicted. I'm just too skilled. Immediately dies. I really deserved that. That was self-inflicted. So was that death. It fully stopped, but I hate the timing on those things. I get why they have like leniency, so in case you're a little late. The problem is that if you're like even a millisecond early, you're just dead. 10 strawberries collected. I love Madeline's little crouch face. Hee. Hee. Hee.
How badly do you want that strawberry?
Badly.
Okay.
No.
Like I just stopped going for them. I'm just like, nope, nope. If I go for these strawberries, we'll be here all night.
Remember how to do this one.
Whew. Oh my god, I'm getting anxiety just watching it.
Haha! I've done it! I'm trying to get more strawberries than I did on last year's climb. Because this is a yearly little thing for me.
Yeah. So I definitely don't have the energy to do 2 streams on today, but I'm happy to hang out. I'm happy to hang out on yours. I barely have the energy to do 1 stream, much less 2.
2 is a lot.
Yeah. But, no, like today, it's not like just me talking the whole time. So
yeah,
like it's emotionally a lot more, but in terms of like the energy required for me to do it, it's a lot less. Because like when I'm streaming by myself, like I have to perform the whole time, right? So it's,
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, I miss streaming, but it's just like, with my health being the way it is right now, I just don't have the energy for it. Like if I do a stream, like I need like 2 or 3 days to recover.
Yeah, it does take a lot more energy than you like would expect it to.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'm already 2 above what I managed to do last year. Oh, I know how to go back.
I'm sorry, I keep yelling.
No, you're okay. Oh, that was the way I was supposed to go. I thought it wasn't the way I was supposed to go. It's one of my only problems with Celeste is that, like, you can't just go back to previous areas really easily. But there's these collectibles, and if I really wanted to, like, if I really wanted to, like, get the whole experience, I'd have to get, like, a certain amount of the collectibles.
Oh, I remember this fucking board. This one took me forever.
The one I'm currently on?
The one you just passed, because I'm a little behind. Yeah, I think this is the part of the game where I started really struggling.
Fair. It gets so much tougher than this too.
Oh,
yeah.
I know. Because like I think I made it to the next chapter. And it just keeps getting harder and harder. It's like I can't. It's too hard.
I have beaten the game legit with no whatevers. Not that it really matters. Anyway, this is gonna be the one bit of the stream where I get a little sad, and then we're gonna go back to chill vibes and stuff. But this game's made by trans developers, and Madeline is a trans character, and climbing Celeste Mountain is a metaphor for a lot of things, for dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, but also dealing with the need to come out, and the tough feelings that come around with that. Because it was made while the director was, or the main developer was going through that process. Mm-hmm. Much like the Wachowskis with The Matrix, or other works like that. And so this memorial is dedicated to those who perished on the climb. I think it's very apt for Trans Day of Remembrance. So that's why I'm playing Celeste every year when I get to Trans Day of Remembrance, which is a tough day. I like to make this little climb and read out the memorial to chat. Working on the ISL TV Glow video has been really tough. And it feels weirdly poignant that I finally got a release through today of all days, because it is so about those topics, and I'm really proud of everything that I wrote there, and I'm really proud of the video, and I really hope that its message gets received. And I'm just gonna read the ending of the script, actually, because I think it's a message that shouldn't wait, and because I think people need to hear it, and because it's important. So I'm gonna pull it up on the side thing, and then that way I can read it, and the game will still be playing properly. New computer means things are not set up fully. Okay, there we go. There is a joy, but also a deep sorrow in being a survivor. Because there are so many Isabels who never got out of their suffocating prisons, who are underground forever and whose names will never grace the face of a stone or the lips of a loved one. In the minds of others, they are forever the snapshot of a person they performed. The yawning terror at the prospect of being buried with them is what forced me to finally come out, despite all of my other fears. I would not be buried with him. If you too are scared to open up and peer at the beautiful light of self, I promise there is still time. I will not lie to you and tell you that it is all easy, that you will never feel shame or face violence. You will never say I'm sorry again. What I will tell you is that every difficulty, every hardship that I have faced since coming out has paled in comparison to the misery of the closet. That every morsel of happiness I occasionally grasped in there cannot compete with even a second of the joy of living as myself. It is not worth it to come out because it will fix everything, or because it is easy, or because there are no difficult feelings, because there will be difficult feelings. But in spite of that, if you think it won't be worth it, that it is too late, that it is not possible, I promise there is still time. You are not at an ending, but a cataclysm of violent, fundamental change. And due to that change, things can and will get better. And the more of us that are open, that live our truth, that form community, that show the beauty of that, the more we will change hearts. It is not too late for cis people to change. It is not too late for you to be yourself. And it is not too late for us to live in a better world. Don't apologize. There is still time. There is still time. There is still time.
Oh, I'm tearing up right now.
I think I'm frustrated that it's necessary to constantly talk about it, and so tired of the way in which we as trans people are so fundamentally viewed through the trauma and violence we experience, and not our own actions and selves and being. Not for our joy. And I really do think that transness is first and foremost about joy. Joy of community, the joy of understanding yourself, the joy of growing and becoming. And if we lived in a world where all the shitty cis people and systems that keep us down weren't around, I think we'd be able to really just focus on that. And unfortunately, we don't live in that.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a world where Trans Day of Remembrance is necessary, important, and that hurts. I love you all, and I want you all to stay safe. You deserve happiness. You deserve to live a very long life. And do not let anyone ever convince you otherwise.
Whew.
Sometimes I think about how Celeste interstitial stream is literally exactly like the end credits if I saw the TV globe. That's a new record. That's a new record. I think last time my deaths were like 70. Yeah. Anyway, that's her one bit of sad. Because I needed to feel something and let go of it. No. But now we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna relax. We're gonna have a nice chill time.
Yeah, today of all days is a day that we need to feel those feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of process the grief that comes along with it. And yeah, we're all here because we enjoy crying time. So, yeah, no, it's as always, like your writing is so beautiful, and I feel privileged to be here to listen to you perform it.
Thank you. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to play. I should. Web fishing. I think I might play web fishing. Web fishing's chill.
What's a web fishing?
It's a game where you play as a little cat that goes fishing, and you can fish with your friends, and there are other little cats that go fishing.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It's very nice, and it's like $6. So, web fishing. Okay. I just got a quick please switch over to my other computer.
Oh. Look at you with 2 computers.
Yes, what shall I ever do with them? I'm just gonna play video games with my girlfriend. I am serious about that. I am just planning to use the computer to play more games with my girlfriend.
Yeah, why not?
Because he plays games already, but his computer can't quite run a few, so, or doesn't have the storage space for them.
Games are to each their own.
Your favorite chill games are what?
Difficult CRPGs.
Hey, one of my favorite chill games is Pathologic. And one of my other ones is Dark Souls. So
yeah, like I said,
I think I win. No, I'm kidding. I kid.
Although honestly, so I'm gonna sound like I'm going to sound completely unhinged when I explain why, but just bear with me here. One of my favorite chill games of all time is Katamari Damacy. Because I just love rolling things up in the ball. And my favorite thing to do ever in that game is when your ball gets big enough to like pick up. And I just love rolling over the people and like hearing their screams. It's just it's so relaxing to me for some reason. God, that game is so good. Na 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 na.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
I keep typing on the wrong keyboard, which is not helpful.
Oops. It's so fun when you're like really, really huge and you're picking up like you're picking up like ships and like entire trees and such it's so satisfying. Watch your little katamari grow and grow and grow.
I love that Pen's singing the song in chat.
I know, that's why I started saying it.
You know what we need, Pen? Or we should make? Katamari Damacy, but it's co-op.
Oh.
Or even you can even have it competitive too. That'd be fun.
Doesn't like one of the newer ones like have 2-player mode?
Does it?
I haven't played any of the sequels. I've only played the original.
It'd be fun if it does.
Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Katamari video game series. Oh boy, there's a lot of Katamari games. Okay, so the most recent one is We Love Katamari Reroll Plus Royal Reverie. What a title. Oh no, this is like a re-release of the 2005 one.
I can't quite whistle that well. Hello, USB. HDMI 1. There we go. I thought I disabled